Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching The Big Bang Theory. This is the 20th episode of the 10th season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click it, put the password in, and enjoy. So last episode, Leonard felt like he was third wheeling. You know, Raj has moved into the apartment. He's taking so much interest in Penny's life. You know, we had the same situation where he was living with Howard and Bernadette. He sat down, he was engaging, he was listening, he was, you know, back and forth in conversation. He was like, what's happening at work? What's happening with this? What about that person, this person, this person? And, you know, Howard at the time, obviously with Bernadette, was like, mate, you're getting too much involved in our relationship and making us feel bad about ourselves. Kind of similar thing happened with Leonard, because he was stood there and he was like, this person, who's that? I went to your Christmas party. You know, like, he didn't really know what was going on, and it kind of made him feel like a little bit insecure. And no, you know, as the episode progressed and they started spending more time together, you know, doing pamper days and massages, and he went out and he was shopping, he felt like he was third wheeling, and he backdoored it and he went and spent time with Bernadette and Howard himself, you know, so that he could feel like he was somewhere where he wanted to be, you know what I mean? So kind of felt tight on him in that situation, but I don't think it was done maliciously or anything deep in that context. It would just feel like, you know, like I said, Raj is a good roommate who actually cares about the people that he's with, and he'll engage and he'll take part and listen to everything that you have to say. Now, interestingly, obviously, we had Sheldon and Amy. They were trying to work together to basically do some scientific experiment. We seen the last time they'd done the experiment, and that was like when he was trying to cohabitate into, you know, the room, which they actually live in now. So it actually was successful, and they was going through some ground rules, and he was doing things here and there, and they found out that the best way they could be is to be competitive with each other, maybe insult each other here and there, flare up the old, you know, emotions, and help them trying to combine physics and biology together to solve some sort of scientific equation. So maybe we see more of that, because we didn't actually see it solved last episode. So I'm excited for that one as well. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash like, it really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Leonard, if you're not busy tomorrow, I have to do a little reception after work.
Oh, I would, but we need to make a push on the Air Force project.
So you guys are working on the guidance system tomorrow?
Yeah, why?
Well, Sheldon said that he was going to work with me on our quantum perception project.
Raj, do you want to go with me tomorrow?
Are you asking because you want me there or out of pity? Actually, never mind, don't answer. I'd love to.
Why did you tell Leonard you're working on the gyroscope tomorrow?
Because I am.
But you said you were working with me.
Uh-oh, someone's got 2 dates to the nerd prom.
Have a plan to work on both projects simultaneously. I'm not needed at both places at the same time, and I can also free up extra hours with simple tricks, such as using a minimal amount of words to convey my point.
When does that start?
I was gonna say, why does anyone think Sheldon's a genius? But I didn't.
Gentlemen, I've got Amy up and running. Shall we get to work?
Before we do, what are you wearing?
Our hydration backpacks. If for efficiency, whenever I'm thirsty, I have access to water. You know, when I'm hungry, lentil soup.
Well, if we run the xenon stream through the cryo cooler, it'll be cooled immediately before it reacts with the conduction.
Carrot chunk.
Feel the time being saved.
I'm back. You got me for 8 minutes. Coefficient isn't lambda, it's lambda sub 1. And then over here, you should consider the possibility that the brain itself is in 2 different quantum states. And then lastly, do you have any little soup crackers?
4. Oh my God, it's 7.
4.
7.
It's 5.5.
Son of a bitch, it's 5.5.
How many calories is burning jibbing from place to place?
Signals meet up at the corpus callosum, and T equals 0.
Sheldon, I didn't expect that you could work on both projects, but I was wrong.
We didn't think you'd be able to do 2 things at once.
You know, I felt the same way about the platypus. Bird and mammal and the same creature, no way.
Oh, thanks again for letting me use your laptop last night. Just doing my taxes. Actually, if I could just check one more thing.
Already cleared the browser history.
You're a good woman. Hey, maternity leave's almost over. Oh, you excited?
I'll miss Hallie, but it'll be nice to get out of the house. Be intellectually stimulated. And that daycare is great.
It is. I went to check it out, and they are very cautious about letting strange men with no kids peek in the windows.
I'm emotional about this. Can you not tell Howard?
Don't you think it'd be healthier if you told him what's going on with you?
Don't you think it'd be healthier if you had your own apartment, grown man?
Your secret is safe with me.
You could easily throw that in his face every time. But what I'm going to throw in is, where the hell is this baby, and why did we make a massive deal about it, and then why have we never seen it? You know, the baby's called Harley, yeah, but we just heard it cry. It's like Howard's mum. Is it even a thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, where is it? I thought it'd be a better storyline, if I'm being totally honest. It's like what is it? wet farts. Not good at all, is it? You know what I mean? You thought that it was gonna be something amazing and so good, and then it just come out as all disappointing. You know what I mean? Like, I wish we see more of the baby going forward anyway. If I could choose, that's what I would pick.
I had an accident at work. I slipped and fell on my soup sack.
Yeah, there was a time I would say God bless you. And then you would say, if you must invoke an imaginary deity, how about Thor? How do you know I didn't mean Thor? And then you would say touche, and that there ends the tale of why I no longer say God bless you. Leonard tells me you've had a busy day.
I did. It hasn't stopped. I figured out a solution for our navigation system while I was pre-soaking lentils out of my pants.
Stuart, you didn't have to make dinner.
Well, felt bad about upsetting you this morning. And to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of your meatloaf.
Hey, I was thinking maybe we take Hallie to the zoo this weekend. Get in a little family time before you go back to work.
Sounds great.
Speaking of which, for daycare, it'll be easy for me to drop her off, unless you want to do it.
I can't do it. They have a picture of me on file now.
You seem a little upset.
Why don't you think she's fine? She sounds fine. She looks fine. If I saw her on the street, I'd say, damn, that girl's fine.
You're sick. Go back to bed.
I am fine. Here, eat your toast.
It's okay. Now I don't need butter.
What I need is to get to work.
Well, I don't want your germs around me.
Wait, you hold my hand. You kiss my mouth, but you draw the line at 102 fever? What's going on?
I don't know. We came home from work and we found you.
Home from work? What time is it?
It's 9 o'clock.
Wait, what happened to 8 and 7 and all the other o'clocks?
You did seem a little loopy when you showed up at the lab.
At the lab? Why am I naked from the waist down?
Look at Penny laughing.
I don't know where your pants are, but we did find your underwear in a pot on the stove.
The thing is, right, we've seen Sheldon consistently in this kind of position on the show, you know, where he's sick and he's been in, he's in a bad state, you know what I mean? I remember one time, was it the Valentine's Day one, when he was talking about that hydrogen collision thing, and I was saying, you know, when Leonard found out how deep it was and the meaning towards Sheldon, he kind of should have took him to that, and he could have took Penny on the vacation but not to that location, do you know what I mean, or event. And then in the end they both got sick and both couldn't go. The makeup was really good in it, but like, I have got to say, and I am going to touch wood, I have never in my life been anywhere near as sick as him. Even that on that chair there where he's down, again, touch wood, never have I ever been sick like that. The worst I've ever been is, I've got a sore throat. Like, literally, wake up, I've got a nasal sore throat, that's it. I've never been sick enough where I can't go to work, can't go to school, you know what I mean? High fever, I have to stay in bed, never. I'm going to touch wood again because I'm not going to jinx it.
My pants are missing. I don't remember anything. Penny, this is your youth. What do I do?
I don't know. Check your body for tattoos.
Leonard, would you be a lamb?
She's kidding!
My notebook's gone. Oh, no.
Okay, it's just a notebook. What's the big deal?
What's the big deal? It's full of classified information about the Air Force project.
You know what? It's an interesting question that about the project.
Hello.
Something's going on with Bernadette. Did she say anything to you? Or I tried her breast pump?
No, but I did mention it to my therapist.
I know she's mad at me about something.
Well, what have you done that would upset her?
Oh, gosh, how much time do you have? I got a call that Bernie's great aunt Trixie died.
And?
Oh, I forgot to give her the message.
Terrible.
The terrible part is ever since then, I've been sending Bernie Christmas cards from Trixie.
Oh, that is deep.
Howard.
Let me finish, and one card had $5 in it I took from Bernie's purse.
People who are abducted by aliens lose time. I mean, maybe it happens to the aliens.
Not across the hall.
That's it. I'm in breach of my security clearance. I'm going to prison.
You really can't remember anything?
I'm trying.
Wait a minute. Hey, let me see your phone. It's possible it was tracking everywhere you went.
Phones can do that?
Yeah, depends on the privacy settings.
It turned that thing off.
Relax. I know when you go for a run, you stop for a donut.
Then you were somewhere on Colorado Boulevard. Did you go to a cowboy bar?
Maybe.
Okay, well, maybe I'm just feeling like something's bothering you.
All good.
Prove it. Make love to me right now on the kitchen floor.
No, what is wrong with you?
Aha, you are upset. I don't know a lot about women, but I know I upset them.
having a really tough time about going back to work.
Okay, well, I get that. It was hard for me when I went back.
If I go back to work, I'm abandoning Hallie. If I don't go, I'm giving up everything I worked for.
We're not happy. We can undo it. And the best part is Hallie won't remember a thing. I go like this, she thinks I'm gone, then magically I'm back. Honestly, why are we saving for college?
Not crazy about you calling her baby dumb.
Speaking of which, I have some news about your Aunt Trixie.
The thing is, right, like she was saying there, she feels like she's abandoning the kid if she goes to work. Nah. The opposite is you're actually there supporting the kid. And why is that, you may ask? Well, a parent that's working hard, making money, has got more time that you can spend on activities. You know what I mean? Like, so if she goes to work and she's earning all this money, then she's financially able to take her on trips, go to Disney, go on vacation. Let's go here, let's go to this sports place. What do you want to do? Do you want to go over there? Yeah, do you want this food? I'll take it, I could buy it. You know, if somebody who's on their ass like Stuart had a kid and don't really have a house to live in, then he's not going to be able to take his kid to the opportunities that somebody like successful like Bernadette is who's working. So you're not abandoning your kid, you're actually planning and giving the kid a better future for your hard work. You know what I mean? And like Howard was saying, you're saving up for a college which is thousands, and you're doing that because you're going to work. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, it's not abandoning, it's supporting and actually being there for the child in a different way to how your mind's actually thinking it.
Does this place look familiar? It's hard to say.
Hey, Sheldon's back. Sheldon! Gonna buy another round for the house?
We now know why MasterCard sent me a fraud alert. Do you happen to recollect if I left a notebook in these here parts? It's called fitting in. And by the way, good luck. Goodness.
One top secret quantum guidance system. Sheldon told me all about it. He told everybody. He made us pinky swear we'd keep it a secret.
I swear not to tell anyone the top secret military information I'm about to tell you. We really need to skedaddle. Thank you. Bye. See ya. Thank you for making me tea. It's yummy and warm on my back. You know exactly what I need.
Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr.
Now in German.
Weiches Kätzchen, warmes Kätzchen, das nie und nimmer mört. Liebes Kätzchen, müdes Kätzchen, schnurrt, schnurrt, schnurrt.
Now Mandarin.
Wow, miau, miau, du shou, mau, me, mau, dong, dong. Wai, lu, ku, she, chang, chow, mau, me, gulu, gulu, gulu.
You know, obviously learning a different language, absolutely solid, mate. Honestly, it really, really is. But like learning a song here and there, a couple of lines, it's not too bad. But you must feel awkward doing it when you know that you haven't got the full-on accent to do it. But I mean, anyone that's bilingual, trilingual, whatever, mad, mate. Fair play to you, because that is some solid stuff. Honestly, it really, really is. It's mad, but it's interesting. You know, usually we see Soft Kitty sang when he's getting stuff rubbed on his chest, and it's usually Penny that's doing it. So, like, seeing it in a different way, I don't know. I feel like it sounded good, to be honest. I feel like it sounded, like, really interesting because it was different. You know what I mean? She was playing... What even instrument is that? And you know what I mean? Like, that was good, and I liked listening to it, to be honest, into different languages. You know, she must have put a bit of effort into memorising those lines, so fair play to her. But you know what I mean? Like... In terms of talking about sickness, you know, I was saying, like, touch wood, I've never been in that state. He's in there quite a lot, you know. Do you reckon it's because, like, he's not a really active person that goes out into the environment, like, I mean, I'm not saying that he's, like, an introvert, but, like, ever since I'd left school, like, you know, 16 or something, I've kind of, like, worked in, let's just call it, like, dirty environments, constructions, you know what I mean, where there's lots of dust, lots of mucus, lots of things going on, and, you know, like, maybe you have your sandwiches or your lunch and your hands are still a bit dirty, and that, you know, because there's not stuff around to clean yourself, and my immune system's kind of built up from that, so, like, I don't really get sick as often as many other people do, but, like, him, like she was saying, she watches Up, he watches Frozen, he catches a cold, he gets a nosebleed, and I wonder if there's many people around there like that, you know what I mean? It is interesting, but I've got to say, though, when they do the sickness, he acts really well, and he sounds sick. That's a big praise, whatever you want to call it, that I would give him, that when he is sick, he looks it, he sounds it, and he acts it really well. That's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's obviously Bernadette. Back to work soon, struggling. She's tossing and turning whether to, you know, stay off as a stay-at-home mum or whether to go back and obviously you know, go back to her old position, and she feels like she might be letting Harley down. But like, to be honest, I'm let down because the kid is not in the show. I've not even seen it once, and I want to see them playing with it, engaging with it, and just having a good time. I'm not joking about that. I'm not that deep though, you know. I'm not really too fussed. But in terms of her, I feel like going to work is the right thing for her to do to support the child. You know, make enough money so that you can put her through college. You could take her on trips and obviously take her on good vacations and create memories. You know what I mean? Like, you know, many of my memories as a kid is, you know, going on holiday, spending time and doing trips with the family. Do you know what I mean? Whether it's going to America, to Disneyland, or whether it's just like going to Blackpool, do you know what I mean? To the beach there and riding the little donkeys and going on the fair and going on a big wheel and stuff, you know. It's all about spending time with your parents, and people who actually work are going to be in a position to actually create these memories a bit more and do more activities, because obviously financially they'll be a little bit more stable and able to obviously provide that. And I'm not saying nothing against people that actually don't do anything for work, but you know, if you had the opportunity to choose, I feel like going there and obviously getting money and saving it, putting it in a trust fund or college fund for the kid is going to support them way better off than staying at home and supporting them when they're a baby, like Howard was saying. I'm not really remembering anything. Like, how far back can you remember as a kid? Because me, like, barely, maybe the odd little memory here and there when I was in primary school, which is like, I don't know, 6 to 11 or something. But like, I couldn't tell you anything really about that. Just the little memories of like playing with family on holiday and stuff. But like I said, you know, in my personal opinion, Bernadette going to work and getting this money and working hard to give the kid the best life she can be would be the best bet instead of staying at home. Now, interestingly, you know, Sheldon's been sick and he's gone out and he's lost his notebook with top secret information in. And obviously that's bad for them. But my actual question would be, is what would happen in real life if somebody stole? So not just lost, stole. So if I was working on a top secret project and somebody broke in and robbed the information, or somebody stole my bag, you know what I mean? And it had all this in, what would happen to that? Like, would I get done? Would it be my fault? Like, would the project get scrapped? I actually don't know. I feel like it'd be really fascinating to figure out, you know, because stuff is top secret and stuff should be shush and people shouldn't find out. But sometimes you can't help situations occurring that you have no control of. You know, you could get drugged, you could be sick, you could be walking home and you're 2 seconds away from going in your door and someone jumps you. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. And if this top secret information got stolen, how do you recover it? What happens, and who's at fault for it? I'd be interested to find out. But he recovered it after telling everybody the stuff. Pinky swearing it, writing an equation on the board, but they scrubbed it off. I feel like everybody in the bar would forget. You know, I would forget. If somebody told me something that was top secret and it was in terms of science and equations in a couple of weeks' time, gone. Over my head. See you later, alligator. I would not be able to recall it and tell anybody anything. So that'd be interesting as well. But that's going to wrap up today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.